I'm going to show you how to round to the nearest tenths and hundredths in this video. And in case you didn't already know, the tenths place would be where the 7 is in this number, and the hundredths place is where the 6 is in this number. So for the first set of problems up top, we're going to round each of these to the nearest tenths. And to help me do that, what I usually do is I'll draw a line to show where the tenths place ends, which is right after the 7. And my answer is always going to stay the same, so I'll put that right above, or it's going to round up 1, so in this case to 5.8. And now, to make this number the same length as the other one, I'm just going to add some zeros here. And all you're going to do is ask yourself this, is just say, the number 765, is that closer to 700 or is it closer to 800? And I could clearly see that 765 is closer to 800. Therefore, my answer for this would be 5.8. That's where I would round to when it comes to the nearest tenth. And notice that the line that I originally drew lets me know that that's how long my number should be, wherever the cutoff is. Let me jump down to the same number, but rounding it to the nearest hundredth in this case. So the hundredths place is 2 digits after the decimal, so I draw my line there. That's my boundary line. I'm going to stop rounding there. And again, what I do is, when I round, my number is always going to stay the same, so I'll copy the same number above it, or it's going to round up. So instead of 76, it'll be a 77. And then all I do is fill in the zeros here. And I ask myself, is 765 closer to 760 or 770? But in this case, you can see that 765 is actually the same distance to 760 or 770, because this is 5 spaces away from 60 and this is 5 spaces away from 70. So in this case, when your number is in the exact middle, we always round up by default. So my answer in this case will be 5.77. All right, here's my second example. So rounding to the nearest tenth again at the top. So rounding this to the nearest tenth, this is my cutoff line. Tenths place is 1 after the decimal. And my answer will either stay the same, or it's going to go up 1 to 13.9. Then I just fill in the zeros for the rest to make it the same length as the other number. And I ask myself, is 857 closer to 800 or 900? And clearly, 857 is closer to 900. Therefore, my answer would be 13.9 when I round to the nearest tenth in this problem. All right, and then using the same number, rounding to the nearest hundredth, the hundredths place is after the 5. So I draw my boundary line. My number will either stay the same, or it's going to go up 1 to 86 in this case. I add my zeros, and I ask myself, is 857 closer to 850 or 860? And clearly, 857 is closer to 860. Therefore, my answer would be 13.86 in this example. And then for my last example, if I round this to the nearest tenth, I draw my boundary line. My answer is going to stay the same, 51.6, or go up 1 more to 51.7. Just fill in the zeros and ask yourself, is 652 closer to 600 or to 700? And in this case, 652 is closer to 700. Therefore, my answer will be 51.7 when I round to the nearest tenth. And then using the same number again, if I round to the nearest hundredth, my boundary line will be right here. That's the hundredths place. My answer will always stay the same when I'm rounding, or it's going to go up 1 more. Now I just fill in my zeros here, and I ask myself, is 652 closer to 650 or 660? And I can see 652 is closer to 650. Therefore, my answer in this case will be 51.65.